two dojos are at the center of this controversy. What's up, everybody? It's Dave from TRN Cobra Kai Theories, Team Rubalcaba Network. What is up, guys? Holy moly! We are plowing through these episodes. This is pretty crazy, man. I can't believe I'm putting out so many videos in the same day. They're actually filmed the same day. Not I filmed like 3 days and released them all at once like I did leading up to New Year's Eve. These are all being shot back to back to back. And when it's done, holy moly, at least 7 episodes. I think we might even make it 8 because I'm debating on whether to do a live stream, and then we'll just make it an even 20 from New Year's Eve until now. 20 episodes that came out. What do you think? Should I do it? I know you guys are gonna tell me to do it. You guys want me to put out a video every 10 minutes if I could. Trust me, I would if I could. But hey, I just want to tell you guys thank you for all the love, all the support, that you're on my journey too, man. It's been really cool to watch the channel grow, to watch the viewership grow. It's crazy to me to see what's happening to the channel. I'm like, dude, I'm just a normal dude, you guys. I'm just a normal guy with a microphone and a camera, man. That's all it is, you know. So I just wanted to give a shout out to someone because I get a lot of messages, guys, and I see a lot of comments and all that, and it's just like overwhelming. And thank you guys so much, and I try to respond. But I do want to give a shout out to Gary and Sally Hernandez. But it was Gary that actually messaged me, and it was just kind of cool, man, that you know, I fan out to all the actors. I love it, man. But to get some love from Gary, like fanning out towards me, I thought that was super cool. And I told him I'm just a normal guy, man. That's all. I'm not anybody special. I'm just a normal guy. But I just want to tell you, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Appreciate you reaching out to me. And it's always cool to see people that appreciate what you do. But sometimes it feels like you're not sure if people are following what you're doing all the time. So it's pretty cool. So I just want to tell you thanks, bro. I appreciate it. And then let's kick off the next episode. As usual, guys, follow all the creators that I have in the description list. Follow all of them. I shout them out almost every episode. Show them some love. Tell them that TRN sent you. If you want to consume a ton of content, go to all these creators that I have in the description. And they are just amazing, man. I talk to almost all of them daily, you know? So if you didn't know this, we have a small circle of creators and we talk all the time. So it's pretty cool to be in that circle. Very awesome to be a part of it. Very grateful to be a part of it. So let's kick off episode number 8. Are we on number 8? I think it's number 8. I'm just gonna call it 8. Yeah, it's number 8. So all right, guys, this is number 8, the good, the bad, and the badass. Now, what I really liked how this episode started off, I love like collages of videos, mixture of different like shots, and you have different footage and to me this was like a huge kind of montage speech, and you're seeing these shots actually like collide on top of each other. Like you see Daniel talking with his dojo and he's giving them a positive message, and then as he gets closer to finishing off his what he's gonna say, boom, we hear from the other dojo with a different perspective. Bite like an eagle, man. That still is like, come on, Johnny. Oh my god, man. It's like the worst name for a dojo ever, but I really love it. Oh, so he's giving this speech. You guys have seen this. It's just really cool. He's giving his take on what we need to do, where Daniel was like forgiveness, and then Johnny's giving a different spin, and as he's getting ready to finish the sentence, boom, it goes into Cobra Kai. There we go, Cobra Kai with Kreese giving a speech. So I thought it was really cool to have all 3 of these dojos like giving a speech, and you just see them kind of finishing each other's sentences. Kind of reminded me of like when I was growing up, old school hip hop, where someone's like talking, they're flowing, and then someone boom jumps in to finish the sentence. I don't know, I just thought it was super cool. Maybe I just dated myself too, because music isn't even like that anymore, but I thought it was super cool, and I thought it was like a really cool, interesting way to start off the episode, but it's really giving you a really unique look into each dojo's perception of what matters. And that's what I thought was super cool, because they're just hearing it almost back to back, all in the same sequence, where we normally get those philosophies and those thoughts, you know, a sprinkle here from one episode, a sprinkle there from another episode, and here you have them all just bam, 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 stacked on top of each other. And it really gives you a unique perspective on how each one of these dojos feels about it. And then you see them all together, like boom. So I thought it was actually a really interesting technical way as well, because, you know, I like to shoot things and all that, and I'm an editor, so I thought it was a beautifully technically done piece. Now we jump into the rest of the episode, where Johnny and Daniel show up to hopefully pick up Robbie. Robbie just got released, and you would think that maybe he would have been happy to see them, and you would be wrong, my friend. He was not happy to see either one of these guys. And they're there to try to convince him that, hey, let's work on this, you know, our relationship with you, with Johnny and Daniel. Let's try to figure out a way so that we can kind of fix this for you. And he said, nope, I'm out of here, and just literally walked off of that. And so I was actually a little saddened that that moment happened. I don't know about you guys, but you can tell me how you feel. I thought I was a little sad that Robbie decided to walk that way. We only have one other place that he might go. We know where he's going. And so Miguel comes back to school. You can see there was some tension between him and Hawk. And then who does he bump into? That's right, Samantha LaRusso. I have to admit, man, just them talking, look at how alive they become when they're next to each other. It's almost like Daniel and Ali in Karate Kid 1, that love, you could just feel the love between them. There's that bond between them, and you could see, look at there's Miggy's like, hey, what's up, girl? So I just thought it was super cute for these guys. You know that they're like destined to be together. He's like, oh, I'm going to class, oh, I'm going that way, hey, why don't we walk together? Like, come on, guys. We all know when we walk together, when someone takes someone to school. Oh, shoot. Forgot about that slide. Dimitri. My boy, Dimitri. Dude, look at that. Wow, man. Good job, Dimitri. At least you got the girl. Until she blows you off, calls you a nerd, and walks off. But for the moment, you got the girl, and we know she likes you. She really does. Look at Miguel like, oh, what the hell just happened right now? What is going on here? Oh, another pleasant surprise. I like how he calls her Cruella de Vil and all that kind of stuff. He's like, I am so in love with her. Oh, man. That was just a cute moment. One with Sam and Miguel, and then, you know, for Dimitri to kind of top it off and just make you laugh, man. I think at this moment, with all the craziness that's happening, you want to have some feel-good moments, and the writers have done an excellent job sprinkling them in there, even though all the tension is happening. And we know right now Daniel is deeply concerned because he keeps pushing them to the point where Amanda's like, hey guys, let's take a break. And I know where it's coming from. I think you guys know where it's coming from. Daniel is deeply concerned with what is brewing now. Some of his choices have led to some of this conflict too, and John Kreese and Cobra Kai versus Miyagi-Do. He's really kind of set some things in motion as he did in season 1 and 2. He has a knack for it. He's really good at setting the ball down the hill. And then we see Ron from the All Valley and all that, just telling him that, hey, we gotta talk. Now, this scene was actually pretty cool. I thought about, you know, how they do training, and I don't know, it reminded me of another movie that I've seen, and I don't know if it was one of Jean-Claude Van Damme's movies way back when. They put something out for the students to kick, and some of them can make it, some of them can't. But I was really, really hoping, okay, Miguel, come on, Miguel, you could do it, you could do it, you could do it. He did not do it. He kind of missed and ended up falling on the floor or whatever. But this is the moment where everyone finds out about, well, at least in Eagle Fang that the All Valley has been canceled, and you can see the look on Johnny's face. He's like, what? We kind of knew this was coming, guys. We kind of knew from all the fallout from season 2 that this was a real possibility, and now we are starting to get the answers that the board has come together. There's a whole bunch of liability concerns. The community has spoken, I guess, about canceling the All Valley, and Miguel has taken this kind of really hard too, because he wanted to compete, he wanted to defend his title, and Johnny's like, are you serious, man? You almost hurt yourself just doing a kick. And Carmen kind of overhears what's going on, man, and I get it, Johnny's trying to protect Miguel, but we all know that when you're trying to chase something, people trying to look out for you, it never feels like they're on your side. It never feels like they're trying to help you get there, when all they're trying to do is protect you. And that's what Miguel says. I thought you would always be by my side, which is just a junk punch to Johnny, right? Because that's all he's ever done. And you know, we see this kind of quiet moment where he's looking at Carmen, and Carmen's that look on her face, man. It just says it all. I don't even have to say anything. It just kind of says it all. Like, so many emotions kind of rolling in here. Now this next scene with Robbie, you know, he seems so lost, and I never thought the character that would really plant a lot of seeds for Robbie to join Cobra Kai, I never thought it would be Tori. I knew Kreese would do it, but here you have Tori, right? They're kind of talking about how they're two peas in the pods. Everybody else gets to go back to their normal privileged life, and here they are, you know, talking to their parole officer and all this nonsense. And initially Robbie was super mad. You could tell he clenched his fist. She's like, go ahead, do it. See what happens, because they're gonna throw you right back in juvie. And it was kind of interesting how their storylines are actually very parallel. They've gone through a rough upbringing. They're almost forced to make these hard choices in life. And I have to admit, guys, that I was like, damn it. Tori makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense what she's telling him. It makes a lot of sense. And then she brings up Kreese and how Kreese, you know, is helping her and all that stuff. Or maybe I'm thinking about the next couple scenes forward. I don't know. It happened in this episode, I think. But you see that moment in Robbie, that those seeds are starting to grow. Those seeds are starting to expand, and for him, Cobra Kai might be the best option for him. Now this scene I don't really have to explain. Maybe I do, but if you guys watch some of the ads that we found before the season release, it's all about the All Valley. Carmen's having a conversation, like saying there's a whole bunch of Miguels out there that need your help. Sensei, you need to help this situation. You need to fix this and get the All Valley back. And Johnny's like, I don't know what to do. And she says, you do what you're best at. And so here we are, the next scene, which is the Northridge City Council talking about the All Valley. Now, what's beautiful about this, guys, and what I really enjoyed with this scene is that you have every single sensei there, right? You have Sensei Lawrence, Sensei LaRusso. Man, that still sounds weird. I'm just gonna say Sensei Daniel. Even that still sounds weird to me. And then we have Sensei Kreese. So all of them are there to plead their case, to talk about how karate's important. This moment with Kreese, I wanted to punch him in the face. I'm not gonna lie. Marco, you are an amazing actor. Every scene that you're in drives me up the wall, because you have just done a fascinating job with this character to make us see these other sides of himself, where he's like vulnerable and he's very respectful, all to manipulate the situation to what he wants to do. And of course, Daniel can't take that. Daniel cannot take somebody pretending to be somebody. He's like, I object, and and goes on a rant, right, to Kreese, which only makes Daniel look worse. It's pretty safe to say, look at that smile on his face. That just says it all. He's like, I don't know what's going on, councilman. Like, oh my God, it's just brilliant. Marco just freaking crushed this scene. Of course, he says something that sets off Amanda. Amanda just goes bonkers. I mean, this whole scene makes the LaRussos look like they're unhinged. And then we have Sensei Lawrence come down to try to make sense. And I don't know if you guys have figured this out, but anytime Johnny tries to get involved, it's like a bull in a china shop. Everything goes to hell. So they kind of just say, you know what? Sit down. We don't want to hear from you guys. Or that's not what they said, but they said sit down. And who shows up? Miguel. Now, I personally was not expecting Miguel to show up. Honestly, I didn't. I was like, I thought they're just going to cancel the whole damn thing, right? So, spoiler alert, because of Miguel, because of his passionate speech, because of his like transparency about being hurt and about how people are bullied and that they need this, Sam jumps into. I can tell you, man, as a parent, and I can tell you that Daniel and Johnny felt the same way. It was like watching their kids step up to the plate, be bold, show character, and it was just beautifully done. And it's so symbolic to everything that's happening to these guys that they had the courage to do something like this. And I could see that look of being proud. Look at that in Daniel, so proud that something he could not accomplish because of what was happening, that his child and Miguel together can persuade the council to bring back All Valley. I was like, holy shit, man. I was like, you guys, look at that. Johnny, like, oh man, he's so proud. These guys made it happen. And who's there to witness it? Sensei Kreese. So you know he's gonna have to share what happened to the wrong people. You guys all know it's all foreshadowing. Because he was there, something else bad is gonna happen because of it. But at the end of the day, who would have thought that these two characters, 17-year-olds, I think if I'm correct, could persuade the council to bring back the All Valley tournament? That is nothing short of remarkable. And that, I know it's a story, guys, but it shows you there's people out there that make things happen like this all the time. Age does not matter, but passion really does. And these guys did it. Kreese is like, well, I guess we all got what we wanted. And then I forgot the line that he says in there, but it's something like, watch your back. I don't remember what he said. Honestly, I have to go back and watch it, but it was something along the lines of like, this isn't over, so get ready for it. So, but yeah, it was really cool to see that. Now, this scene, I really knew something was about to happen. Why? Because in the Cobra Kai universe, you can't be happy more than one episode without something going to hell really quickly. So we see this scene where you're like, oh man, look at the love they have for each other. Reminds me of their first date, and they're kind of showing karate to each other, and Samantha flips him over and all that. You're like, yeah, wow, this is so cute. Like there's that moment where, look at that, they're about to kiss, and right, you know who's gonna show up. Yes, sir. Robbie Keane shows up. And isn't it ironic? You're gonna see the next shot. Isn't it ironic that it is framed exactly how Tori saw them? Boom, right like that, right in the middle. That's exactly how Tori saw them kissing. But she was in a window, but it was framed exactly like that. That was no coincidence. Trust me, guys. Subtle similarities. These guys know what they're doing, man. Cinematographer crushed it on that one, by the way. And here we have Robbie. Everything that Tori had said to him about Sam hurting him and betray him. I hate to admit it for Robbie, but everything that's being fed to him from Cobra Kai makes a hell of a lot of sense to him because it's all coming true. And it's just weird to see how perspectives are different, right? Depending on what side of the dojo you're on or whose dojo. The truth has a different meaning, and I agree. Like, he's on a collision path to Cobra Kai simply from all the events that happened to him. And honestly, even though it's kind of shocking, it's pretty much what's gonna happen. I don't even need to explain this. We were like, oh damn. What I was thinking on that kiss, Do you remember when Johnny had that dream? And damn it, how many times has that damn TV been broken? I think that's the second time at least. One by Daniel, now one by Carmen. But I was thinking, man, I think Johnny's actually gonna get his dream come true. Remember that dream that he had with Carmen and she's doing the dance and all? I was like, dang, son. Go get it, Johnny. Good for you. Props to you, man. My boy, Johnny. But it left me wondering, how is that gonna change the relationship with Miguel? Only time will tell. Now, who walks into the Cobra Kai dojo? And this part broke my heart. We all know where this was going. And Kreese does too. He's like, my boy has finally returned. And that's how that episode ends, guys. Man, I don't know about you guys, but it's like at this point in the season, you are like, what the hell is about to happen next? There's so many components that are happening, so many things that are happening. It's like, it was such an emotional roller coaster. This episode specifically was a very, very emotional episode. You kind of didn't know what was gonna happen next. And when something good happened, it had to be offset with something bad. It was like the Force in Star Wars, man. Like you can't have positive without negative offsetting that, and that's what it felt like in this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you enjoyed this breakdown, guys, please subscribe to the channel, and if you have already, then smash that like button. I appreciate that, you guys. We are on a mission to get to 3,000 subscribers, man, and we are getting there closer and closer every day. So please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, we're gonna get on out of here. Just another episode, and then we're in the clear. All 10 episodes have been completed, and all the breakdowns are done. Whew, what a day. All right, guys, stay tuned. I'm out.